Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the first entry of Series 5. Series 5 being Snuff, and it will be of the classic product from Copenhagen Snuff. So let's take a look at the packaging. All metal lid, of course. This is one that the warning label somewhat bothers me. I'm not. When the warning labels came out, a lot of people were very bothered and still are bothered by them. And it really doesn't make a big difference to me personally. But this one, the warning label I find it detracts from the can. Okay, so it's all silver. Everything is raised. Okay. Boxed metal rim. All right. Side banding, right down to the information. This is a product of the U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company of Nashville, Tennessee. It is 100% American tobacco. You have the U.S. Smokeless Scrunched warning label going around basically the entire can. Above is a website promotion. You can go to freshcope.com and around the barcode. Now, this is one of only two products in the American dip market that is still in fiberboard. All right, the other being the long cut version. All right, it does have a sell-by date, which in this case is the end of this month, December 28th, 2018. These tend not to be as far out sell-by dates. They tend to be closer, and there is good reason for that, because in my mind, although it's sort of cool having the fiberboard, this is not the best container. It just isn't. And if you listen, I don't know. You know what? I'm not even sure where my microphone is here, so I'm going to put it right in the center. Do you hear that? Okay, that's the band that I have not cut yet. All right. The band that's basically sort of like air pockets, but they're the length of the band. Okay. So really, this band going around is not really sealing anything in my mind. All right. Plus, this top is just a pull off, put on. Okay. There is no snap, if you get what I mean. All right. It is the lid being just slightly larger than the fiberboard can. So they don't date the stuff as far out because, number one, the fiberboard is, in my mind, going to be more affected by temperature. In this time of year, in my part of the country, indoor heating would come to mind. But also, the lid doesn't really have a great seal, in my mind. So I'm going to cut into this. It's a nice papery band. This lid is a bit tight, so they've done a fairly good job on waxing the rim of the fiberboard. The product is good moisture level. It's packed in there pretty good. All right. Let me give you a shot here. That's what you're looking at. All right. It is about as dark as it's shown. There's a little bit more of a brown tinge to it in person, but let me see if I can do this without making a mess. I mean, it is a fine cut. All right. So I'm going to just do multiple pinches most likely here. I should have packed this stuff now that I think about it, but And I am back. Okay, so it is basically the classic American dip product. This is classic Americana, if you've ever heard a term like that. All right. It's a natural, obviously, for people, though, that are new to dipping. It is a what would be considered a natural. Good bit of salt. It is a finer cut than fine cuts, okay? The only thing that would compare to this are the other snuffs and maybe the original Skull product, the wintergreen. So it's a very fine cut. It is a little bit hard to control if you're not used to it. Now, I am not overly used to it, which is why I'm holding it still up front. I would never move this stuff around the side, although I do know people that do that. So, you know, it's possible. I just don't have the experience with the product. It's a quality product. It is, in my mind, part of American history. The packaging has its drawbacks, but it keeps it interesting, though, as well. The fiberboard, it has definite drawbacks in the lid, too, because the lid is just, there is no popping. There is no little rib around the edge, okay? As I said, it's hard to control. There is a definite mild sting that is registering to me as nicotine absorption. The product has been around since 1822, which is on all the Copenhagen products, Satisfaction since 1822. But I believe it got put in the fiberboard cans in the 1870s. Originally, this stuff, and I've seen a picture of it, I can't tell but from the picture how big it was. Originally, it was sold in jugs. I guess some sort of ceramic-ish jugs. So I believe you can see one of them on the freshcope.com website. I like the stuff. It's something you got to try. If you're going to be dipping, you know, whether it's a daily thing for you or every once in a while, no matter what your flavor preference or your brand preference, in my mind, this is something that you sort of have to try, you know. And it's quality. It's quality. And the packaging, although I think it has its limitations, the packaging is quality packaging as well. So all in all, it's, you know, to me, it's a winner. I'd hate to think that it was even possible for it to be something else than a winner. But as I said, it is a bit hard to control, but the nicotine is definitely there. The flavor is good. I mean, if you're judging it by other naturals, it's good. It's not the saltiest, but there's a good salt content, and it's very woody, earthy, okay? The cut is going to be problematic for anybody new, especially anybody new to a fine cut or a snuff cut, but I'm still going to have to say that it's something you should try. So this has been the review of Copenhagen Snuff. It is in my mind, must try for anybody that has probably spent enough time watching any of my videos. I'd like to say hello to Johan Nell, I hope I pronounced that right, and Joshi Chewman. There's been a bunch of other subscribers, and I figured out what it is. I get notifications for subscribers that have their subscriptions known. Like, their subscriptions are open on their home pages. If you have your subscriptions as private, then I do not get a notification if you subscribe. If you're around and I haven't acknowledged you, that's because I didn't get a notification. Drop a comment on one of the videos and I will say hello in turn. Anyway, Winnington Outdoors, which can be found on my homepage under featured channels, just uploaded earlier today a review of a Stoker's product that until I saw his video, I had never even heard of. Didn't know it existed. So check out Winnington Outdoors. Dirty Pat Walsh uploaded a video showing off some new instruments that he got, and also he was dipping on Skull Dark, which is a Canadian-only product, so you might want to check that out. I think the video is, hey, 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 happy Thursday, which rhymes. I just realized that now. Anyway, Berg's Dip Reviews, all right? Anything that I review, basically, if you want a second opinion, you can go over to Berg's because he's already done it. And hopefully we will have Maryland Dipper showing back up sometime in the near future. If anybody is interested in gaming type stuff, check out Real Talk Studios. Also, if you'd like to support my buddy in Eastern Tennessee Dippers. I think that's it, guys. I am Suit&Tie, Dip&ChewGuy. I will be back tomorrow with a review of Grizzly Snuff. Do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.